Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian Report, but we're just going to cover the ASX 200 and we'll look at Rio and also one of the banks as well. In a bit of a nutshell, we were looking at this chart here in terms of from this high here back down here to the 61.8% retracement level at 4,900, which has come in, and we're starting to see the market lift from this area here in line with what we expect with the banks and also with resources as well. Now, a couple of points here is the first one is that the 5,000 being a major trading level here, the market is working that level, and the more it becomes support at this stage, then the safer the next trend to the upside is. Now, that said, the current high here to this particular low here, the 61.8 retracement level, comes in at 5,100. So once the market finds support on the 5,000, it should just continue to move up through it reasonably well. Then the 5,100 is the next stepping stone. So we need to, if the market's going to fail, it's going to fail at this level here. Okay, so we would need to see the 5,100 as support. Just moving in here now onto the 2-hour chart, then the 15-minute chart here. Just sort of open this up a little bit here, just bear with me. So from this from B here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here for C of B, then we need to consider this as wave 1 and ABC for wave 2 here, and then moving up for the third wave here. So we'll see 5 waves in the third wave. We've got 1 and 2 here, and the third wave and the fourth wave and the fifth wave, and then we'll see the fourth wave come back again, and the fourth waves are a bit time consuming sometimes, and then the fifth wave here can take us up to the 5 here. Then if that's going to be fine, then we'll see something like this here as an ABC, and then up again from that point there. So it's going to be, this whole area here is going to be a bit sort of tricky. If you're sort of doing short-term scalping and things, then that's fine. If you're going for the longer haul, then building in positions through this whole exercise here, because this top here will become wave 1 and wave 2 here, and then rebuilding on this side into wave 3 here. On the 15-minute chart here, and the good thing about this actually is that when you're trading this particular market as the SPY as a futures contract or a CFD, it's kind of nice, and it's also something that we look for as well, is to have the resources and the banking sector both doing the same thing. If they're fighting each other, one's going one direction, one's going another, it can make it quite difficult in trading this market. So keeping an eye on BHP or Rio and one or two of the big banks, then you kind of understand where the flow is, and we'll look at that in a second. But as far as it goes here, we need to look at this as being wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2 here, then wave 1 and wave 2 here. And if you're going into this market anywhere in here and you're going for the longer haul, then you need to keep the stop at this particular level here for the time being until we reach but 5,100 would be the target. Of course, we can bring that to the upside at that point, but lift that stop up. But if you're going to navigate through here, this is sort of some of the stuff that we'll be sort of looking at here. 3, 4, 5, yes, something like this here. Yeah. So yeah, and I think the other thing too is that we'll look at Westpac for a moment here. So with Westpac here, this is just the daily chart here. We were looking for a low to come. Well, it's pretty obvious that we're going to get a bounce off Well, the first minor level below the major level here is number 8, of course, and we've already got the previous low here as well, so we can expect a bounce. We've got the bounce on reasonable volume, so let's just monitor to that situation, but we should see this move up above the 30 in due course. So main point is that we've got the move up in the banks that we were looking for off these lows, and we also were looking at Rio as well. Let me just find it here. So with Rio here, this is just a 15-minute chart. This is the low at $40. This should be a medium level here, so we can put that in here as such. Nice strong medium level. So the thing here is that we've got this move up here. I've just classed it as wave A for the time being. Yes, it could be wave 1, but I'd better to be safe at this stage until we can see more structure. But because we got 5 waves here, I was always looking for a retracement as an A and a B and a C. I thought we may have had it here, but that wasn't the case. And in fact, that wave A, if you're counting Elliott, can also go here as well. It's not a big deal, but obviously one is going to be right and one's going to be wrong, but it's still at the end of the day. I've labelled it wave B because if this was wave 1 here, then the A, the B, and the C would be to here. It would be swift and sharp and then move to the upside. But because this whole correction here is actually more time-consuming and more price action than wave A here, then it's likely to be a wave B. So we're looking for, from this low here, we are looking for 5 waves up. And we could be pulled to the 50 here, but as we know, number 8 is a profit-taking number, and we'll see that come into play here. But there's still space for upside here. The 45 here will probably be retested at some point here. But yeah, we talked about going long off this low here. We didn't take an CFD equity trade in this market. We've also already got sort of 20 trades out there in the ASX, and we've sort of covered it with FMG and so on. So not such a big deal. You can't you can't trade everything, but and that's the thing with the markets, isn't it? I mean, they're either not moving, and then suddenly they all move, and what do you what do you sort of trade? So you need to sort of make your mind up before things happen. But yeah, look, anyway, banks and resources are on the right track here to support the ASX to move more swiftly to the upside. All right, cheers.